Everybody in the room, hold the phone up. Hold it up. Everybody. Now turn it off.
Okay, thank you all for being here today. We invited all of the candidates for all of the county positions, whether they're opposed or not. Some of them are incumbents. We just invited them all. We're going to give them all about 3 minutes to come up, introduce themselves, highlights of their platform, things like that. And then we'll have the two candidates for County Constable Precinct 4. We'll start with Thomas Bigger.
Thank you all for inviting me today. My name is Thomas Bigham, and I'm running for Constable of Precinct 4. I moved to San Angelo in 1988 and met and married my wife of 32 years. We have one son, Jason, who is also a law enforcement. The constables serve a very important role in the course of justice for our community. They carry out the business of the courts for the justice of the peace, executing warrants, serving processes, subpoenas, and writs. They must also be prepared as they may be called upon to perform the duties of the Texas peace officer. To be effective in the service of courts and community, constables need to have a broad wealth of experience. I have over 34 years of law enforcement experience, 20 with the San Angelo Police Department, and as a patrolman, dare officer, and working in community service. I also, most recently, with Texas Parks and Wildlife, retired as a captain, supervising over a dozen officers, resource management for search and rescue missions, and incident commander for park events. I was also a firearms instructor and a licensed instructor. I have worked closely with Justice of Peace, county and district judges and attorneys, game wardens, and border patrol. I hold a bachelor's degree in administration of criminal justice and a master peace officer certification from the state of Texas. Since the age of 8, I knew I wanted to be in law enforcement to help people and serve the public. I have considered that my life's goal, and I'm living that goal and will continue that goal. The constable is considered to be the people's police, and that's what I'm here for, to help the people in any way I can and serve my community. I would be proud to work for your community as Tom Green, Constable Precinct 4. Thank you.
Thank you, Thomas. And then next up is Gary Cole, also County Constable Precinct 4 candidate.
Hello, again, thank you all for the invite. My name is Gary Cole, born and raised here in Tom Green County. Been married to my wife over 20 years here. We currently have a daughter who's a junior at Central High School. I started my career in law enforcement over 20 years ago under Joe Hunt at the Tom Green County Sheriff's Office. I went from correctional officer, promoted to patrol division, and in May 2011, promoted to criminal investigator. While I was in investigations here, I obtained my Master Peace Officer license, also was certified in cell phone forensics. In January of 22, I had the opportunity of a lifetime when the Howard County Sheriff's Office started their Special Crimes Division. I went up there and I completed a 10-month assignment of undercover, purchasing illegal narcotics and firearms, and bringing several criminals to justice. In all my years of investigations, from assaults, organized crimes, narcotics, and even homicides, the most rewarding ones are the ones finding the predators that seek after our children. In cell phone forensics, I've uncovered many of these predators who live among our community. And I've elected, I want to continue them. I've developed a course with teaching teenagers the dangers of social media, and have shared that numerous times throughout high schools and junior highs. And if elected constable, I want to continue that service. Just like my signs say, community, integrity, and service, one of the mottos that I live by is the name on the patch is the one who hired you, the name on your nameplate is the one who raised you. Represent them both with honor and integrity. Again, I seek your support for Constable's Office, Precinct 4, Tom Green County. Thank you.
Now we have candidates for County Commissioner. There are 3 candidates for County Commissioner Precinct 1. One is Daniel Cardenas in the Democratic primary, and Michelle DeRusso, Ralph Holscher in the Republican. But Daniel Cardenas and Michelle DeRusso could not be here today. They're both ill, And so they apologize for not being here, so we'll let Mr. Ralph Holscher come up for County Commissioner Precinct 1.
Ralph Holscher, Tom Green County Commissioner, Precinct 1. I'm seeking re-election. I feel that there's going to be tremendous amount of big decisions to be made. And I feel my experience and knowledge can be very helpful working with the rest of the court members. We've been keeping the tax rate as low as possible every year. I've been serving 19 years. And we struggled along the way, but we did keep it as low as possible. And this last 2 years, we reduced the tax rate 7 cents. This is now the lowest in Tom Green County history. Big accomplishment, and we're probably lowering it some more. I am running a very low-key campaign. I'm limiting my funds to what I can spend. But anyone, like the Realtors Association, they've backed me all the way through all of my campaigns, and I'd appreciate their support again. They can do it by using their endorsement on the mail-outs or any kind of advertising. So that is a way that you can help me. I just feel that we need to all work together, and we can make Tom Green County a very, very good place to live and work. Thank you.
Is Rick Bacon, County Commissioner Precinct 1, or 3, I'm sorry, County Commissioner Precinct 3.
Well, I think I probably at least talked on the phone to a lot of you over the years that I've been county commissioner. I started back in 2014, actually 2013 I was appointed. Start off, Rick Bacon, county commissioner, current county commissioner for Precinct 3. Northwest part of the county, we have Waterfowl, Crane Creek, Buffalo Heights, Island Range, the Bluffs. So it's been pretty interesting. Retired Air Force. We retired here in 1991. Went to work for Great Creek ISD. Worked for Great Creek ISD for almost 22 years. I retired from there to take this position, and have been serving as your county commissioner since then. I think most of you know me. I'm in the office just about every day. If I'm not, I'm either out looking at property or complaints or whatever's going on. And so I have 2 children, grown children. We have 4 grandchildren. I've been married to my absolutely amazing wife for 52 years. So, and also just like to say that number one, first and foremost, I serve my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And everything that I do, I try to bring honor and glory to Him. And so any time someone comes and asks me for help, you're going to get help, and I'm going to do everything that I can to try to help you with that. And it doesn't matter what precinct you live in, you'll have me working for you. And trying to figure out, I guess probably one of the biggest things that from a Realtor Association back in 2015, we were able to get we tackled FEMA, and we were able to get the floodplain rearranged over in the northwest part of town. We got rid of the floodplain so that some additional construction should be done. Very proud of that accomplishment. It's not very often you take on the federal government and actually win. We weren't even sure we were going to do that. Very active right now with transportation, with the relief route, serve on the MPO board. Also am working with a lot of stuff that's going on with broadband across the state. I'm vice chairman of the West Texas area region for the comptroller's office for that. Very interested in making sure that we get broadband to where it's supposed to be out in these rural areas. And so my heart is with rural Texas and supporting that. Also involved with water and everything else. So, I could go on for another 2 or 3 minutes, but they just said 15 seconds. So, yeah, I appreciate it. I do have a Democratic opponent in the November election, so I'll be seeking y'all's support to support me as well in that. And I really appreciate y'all very much. Thanks.
And last but not least is Mercedes Santa Cruz, County Commissioner Precinct 3 candidate.
Hello everyone, thank you so much for having me here. My name is Mercedes Santa Cruz. I was actually raised in Big Lake, Texas, so not too far from here. But I've actually lived in San Angelo for the last 10 years. And I love this community. It's a wonderful place to live, and I don't have quite as many qualifications as my opponent. But I do feel like I can make a huge difference here, especially considering that community is what this town is all about, and that's one thing that I've always been about, is keeping a good community for not just myself, but for future generations. So I hope that y'all will consider me as a strong candidate for San Angelo, for Tom Green County. But thank you.
Thanks again to all the candidates for coming out today, speaking to us. We know y'all are busy, and a lot of you are unopposed, so you have to make an extra effort to get here because it benefits you a lot. But it's a great chance to meet with y'all. We just thank you again for coming out. Okay, then early voting for the primary elections will begin on February 20th and go through March 1st. Primary election day is March 5th, so general election will be in November 5th. If you haven't registered to vote, we have voter registration cards at all the tables, so you can grab one, fill it out,